Hi, so I'm Jacob Sorensen. I'm going to be talking about becoming a civil litigator just because that's the career that I chose. Because I'm interested in like law or business or public speaking and stuff like that, and this is a career that falls pretty good into that. And I plan on going to law school later, and that's required for this kind of career. Civil litigators are basically lawyers that don't work in the justice system. They work between like civil disputes between different parties. Those parties depend on what kind of emphasis you have. So I plan on doing education for my emphasis, just because I'm very passionate about changing the education system in our country and kind of reforming that, just because I think it's an important part of our future, for sure. I also chose it once again because I like public speaking and I like research as well, and I like learning a lot, which is kind of what you have to do. These guys, it's kind of a tough career though. You have long hours, especially at first, because when you first start out, you gotta do all the research for all the guys that are appearing in court. You don't appear in court very often at first, so you're just researching and writing memos for all the people above. But it's still. But once you do it for a while, it becomes really exciting because every case is unique. The job is very diverse, and as long as you're a passionate person, it's pretty dang fun from what I've read from people that have gone into this profession, and it's pretty rewarding as well. And I'm very passionate about. I feel like I'd be a very passionate person for my career, from what I've seen. And also, I was born a naturally good speaker, as you can see. I was giving speeches at BYU, Idaho ever since I was even 13 years old, with like Secret Service agents as well with me as well. Just kidding. That was when I went to Rexburg just for fun one time, and all my cousins were there. So yeah. So here's a picture of me right now, just for fun. And then here's the required education you got to have for this career. So you receive a bachelor's degree. I'm doing psychology right now, so I'm working on that. And then you got to take the LSAT, which is basically the equivalent of like the MCAT, except for law. It's kind of an entrance level exam for graduate schools, which is what I will have to attend and graduate from in order to become a civil litigator. And then the next part is take a state bar exam. That depends on which state you're in. Some states have different guidelines or regulations for what goes on those. And then step 5 is you got to earn your Master's of Laws degree. So I don't know if this is necessarily required, but the more education you get, definitely the more successful you're going to be in this career. So I definitely plan on getting this. It's like an extra 2 years or so up to my education, just because it makes a big difference and it helps you become extra specialized in what you want to do. And so that'll increase my income quite a bit, because the income changes a lot depending on this career and how much education you have and what you choose to do. This fits really well into my 4-year plan, or should I say my 4-year plan fits really well into this, because I've thrown in a few extracurricular activities that'll help me kind of get a feel for what I really like to do. Like I threw in education and state and local law, and public speaking and government, just because I like doing those kind of things, and I think it would be good for me to become educated about that, especially since it's especially applicable to this career. And also choosing the major of psychology was actually a really good idea, especially organizational and industrial psychology. There's a lot of really cool classes that I have to take my last 2 semesters here that I'm really looking forward to, because they look pretty fun, like storytelling and I think there are a few others, but they're pretty dang cool. So why am I choosing to major in psychology? I chose to major in psychology because it's, like I said, it's especially applicable to law. It gets you like a well-rounded view of yourself and also other people, and how you can kind of deal with other people. And I feel like it would help you as a lawyer to kind of get a feel of everything around you. I think psychology is a good major to kind of go into graduate school, which leads to this. So in chapter 13, so some of the reasons I wanted to choose psychology as a degree were listed there. Like it's a good undergrad degree. It's good to prepare me for a job, like being a lawyer, and I got to figure myself out. But I didn't choose it because it's an easy major, or I want to be a professional of any sort. So yeah, so that's my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah.